In this video, I'm going to give Barbie a makeover you've never seen before. This video is sponsored by Keeps. This is going to be one of the wildest collabs I've ever had the honor of participating in. There's this YouTuber called Jazza who creates extremely realistic dolls, and out of the blue make a Jazza doll. I'm told it's pronounced Jazza, and you can go check out Jazza Creations over on his YouTube channel. Got loads of awesome pop culture figures, Spider-Man, Toy Story figures, lifelike Marvel figures, and of course yours truly. I have my doll in here and I'm gonna muck around and make some dolls in this video, and it's probably gonna get messy. Oh my god, there's a lot more than just a doll. There's like doll templates. What? This is so funny. Oh, we are gonna have fun with this later in this video. Look at this, the super duper uber unique 3D sculpted, 3D printed, hand painted, not really well done, but one of a kind because there's only one in the world. 1 to 6 scale figure Jazzy. A doll of yours truly. This is so weird and amazingly cool. Wow. This exists. He sent a zombie head that he made of me, which I'm thinking is in this box. And that is what I get to play with in this video. And I'm feeling pretty inspired to muck around with a few custom dolls of my own. Whoa. Oh my god, look at that. Wow. That's so cool. This is incredible. So I'm gonna make a couple of doll monsters of my own and of course make a zombie Jazza. And I'm feeling like I might want to get a little bit rough and violent. So let's go shopping for some inspiration. All right. Yep, I think this is the section I'm looking for. So who are we gonna mess up? Oof, this could get rough. So many options. They're so modern these days. They're not like the Barbies I used to play with. Oh, maybe a Barbie should ride in style.
Out of 10, what would you give Bill a time?
-1?
-1.
Is he got a bunch of Barbies?
What are you doing now?
With my Kmart loot of Barbie swag in hand, it was time to get to work on my custom doll. But that wasn't all I had at my disposal. Jazza actually sent a huge amount of like different items of clothing and little costume props and stuff, including some doll bodies for, I'm assuming, the zombie head that he sent me so I could make a zombie Jazza. But we'll get to that later. Let's start off with Barbie. I decided to work with supermarket sensation Barbie. That's probably her name. I don't know, she had a little bit of a buried personality in there that I wanted to pull out and use that I think would apply well in our zombie apocalypse. And first things first, I gotta change her clothes. The clothes that she came with didn't feel very apocalyptic and didn't feel like they made her much of a capable hero. There was like a denim shirt on one of the other Barbies that I used. Then with the jeans and the belt to tighten the waistline, that created a little bit more of a reasonable foundation. Some more practical attire for an apocalypse. And speaking of practical, it was time to give her a haircut. I mean, at the end of the day, if a zombie or an enemy can grab your hair, then they can pull you into a fight or a bite. So any reasonable practical apocalypse Barbie would certainly have short hair. Next, to deal with the blondness. Now, I have nothing against blonde hair, being a blondie myself, but the reality is in the zombie apocalypse, that stuff is a real giveaway. It's like a shiny beacon that says, look at me, I'm breakfast. So I masked her face and using alcohol ink, combed dye through her hair to create a much darker color, a near black with just a hint of blue for a bit of style. And with the hair fully dyed and dried, I put it in place using a mixture of both super glue and a heat gun which slightly melted and shriveled the hair, which created a bit more of a matte look. Far more realistic and apocalyptic than the very shiny hair that she came with. And with the foundation of her new look now done, it was time to add some more style and realism to our apocalypse Barbie. Both in finishing up her outfit with a hoodie and some glasses, and in adorning her with the garnishes of the apocalypse, blood and mud. Now let's just rewind for a second and point out that even though my Barbie customization for the apocalypse entails cutting a lot of her hair off, that doesn't mean you can't keep your hair even in the apocalypse. I mean, check out zombie Jazza. He's kept his hair in stunning condition even through the apocalypse, which is why he's proud that this video is sponsored by Keeps. Keeps offers clinically proven, research-backed backed treatment that stops hair loss and improves hair growth. With Keeps, you can get quality expert care without ever visiting a doctor's office or a pharmacy. All the Keeps treatment plans are doctor recommended and delivered straight to your door at about half the cost of a traditional pharmacy. So whether you're looking to prevent hair loss or stimulate hair growth or just take better care of the hair that you have, Keeps has you covered. In addition to clinically proven treatments, Keeps also has an award-winning all-natural hair thickening shampoo system. Keeps physicians will help you select the right products and treatments for your specific condition and hair goals. I know how scary it can be when you start experiencing that hair loss and not quite knowing how to go about it. Well, suffice it to say, it's better to act fast and hold on to the style that fits you the way you want to look. To get 50% off your first order, go to keeps.com/Jazza or click the link in the description. That's keeps.com/Jazza. And act sooner rather than later so you can have the maximum opportunity to hold on to your hair as long as you can. And a huge thank you to Keeps for sponsoring this video. Now, while I've got the Jazza zombie headline around, let's get to work on zombie Jazza. While Zeta Build did send me those doll bodies that were a much more realistic proportion for a zombie Jazza, I thought I'd have a little bit more fun and decide that, you know what, if I'm gonna be a zombie, I'm gonna be an ultimate zombie. So I got a giant beefed up Bane doll, took the head off of that, and decided if I'm gonna be an apocalypse character, I might as well be a big one. But if I'm a zombie and the Barbie's the protagonist, then I'm clearly an enemy. And if I'm a big enemy, I thought I would make a great trophy, something like a hood ornament or a chained presented kill that she could display to show how badass and capable she is. So this is where modding up the Barbie car starts, by turning zombie Jazza into a proud display of zombie killing prowess. Now, with giant zombie Jazza's torso chained to the car appropriately so that he can't continue to attack her, and with some delicate hand-sculpted intestines hanging out of his torso, when all of that was fully set and dry, I went about changing the skin tone of the face just to make sure it matched the Bane skin tone. Which was sort of appropriate anyway because it's such a pale skin tone on the Bane character that I actually, by repainting the zombie Jazza head, made him look even more dead. With a few little touch-ups and additions to the face, highlights to the hair, then I went through both the Bane and Jazza characters and gave them a light wash in a diluted green alcohol ink, giving the whole thing a little bit more of a cartoonishly zombie vibe. And then I got nice and gross by painting on some blood effects all over those sculpted intestines. Oh, this project is so dumb and fun. And it's only just getting started, because now it's time to turn the pink Barbie car into the perfect apocalypse vehicle. So as you can see, using various modeling woods, cut and glued together a bunch of spikes to stick on the front of the car to, of course, make it more capable of tearing through zombie crowds. I started the foundation of weathering the car just by scratching it up with scissors and giving it a proper bash. At the end of the day, this thing has plowed through many, many zombies, and a lot of them will have hit the car and windscreen. Then after base coating my spikes in black, I started to put the rest of the weathering together. Washes, muds, and grime, all delicately balanced and strategically placed to make our zombie Barbie car really stand out as the ultimate zombie bashing machine. I 3D printed a bunch of different gun props that I could glue around the vehicle, but also place in the passenger seat. At the end of the day, Barbie only takes up one seat, and I thought the other seat would be most fitting for her plethora of weapons. And then I went through the rest of the vehicle to add the last bits of weathering, some dust here and there, and absolutely blood. So with the vehicle done, all that was left was to put our apocalypse Barbie in the driver's seat.